Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Who you got? Mike 42.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Play action. Now it's Murray. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. That false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Out of the gun now on third down. Steps away to his left. Going left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jordan Willis, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Here we go on fourth down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
From the 8, they've got it first and goal.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
His 6th touchdown on the ground, number 7 overall.
As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Isabella now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing on first down is Murray. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
On play action, it's Murray.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now it's the backup Tannehill. Taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 9th touchdown of the season. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down now, Funk. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Funk. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Buying time to his left. This is caught.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tony Pollard, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking a shot for Samuel.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Open man is Ross, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Murray.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Isabella now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think that...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Isabella now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Come on. Here I come. Here I come. Here
Play fake. Murray. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now their defense came through to the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Funk. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. looking to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Take it at the 37.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Touchdown! Marquise Goodwin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Funk. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Formation fake. They'll look to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On 3rd down, Pollard. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
77 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Pollard again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 1st down, Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now Murray. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Check it out, Reed. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Kill.
Murray to throw. Steps away. And he'll just get rid of it. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they have regained the lead. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now...